Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Seperti biasa, kita ni akan memulakan sesi pembelajaran kita ni dengan berselawat ke atas Rasulullah SAW selama 2 minit. Terlebih dahulu, kita ni membaca 3 niat penting ini. Yang pertama, kami niatkan selawat kami untuk memenuhi perintah Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. Yang kedua, kami niatkan selawat kami untuk memenuhi hak Rasulullah SAW. Dan yang ketiga, kami niatkan selawat kami untuk mendapat syafaat Rasulullah SAW di akhirat kelak. Semoga dengan berselawat, Allah akan membukakan hati dan minda para pelajar untuk menerima ilmu dan memanfaatkan ilmu tersebut di masa akan datang. Disarankan kepada semua pelajar untuk membaca doa di dalam hati selama 2 minit berselawat. Doa untuk kedua orang tua, keluarga, diri sendiri dan apa saja doa yang ingin para pelajar sampaikan. Okay? 2 minutes from now.
اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد 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 اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد
Doa sebelum belajar. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allahumma aftah alaina hikmataka wanshur alaina min hazaini rahmatika ya arhamar rahimin. Ya Allah, bukakanlah ke atas kami hikmat-hikmatmu dan limpahilah ke atas kami khazanah rahmatmu. Wahai yang maha pemurah lagi maha penyayang.
Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Ya Rabbku, lapangkanlah untukku dadaku dan mudahkanlah untukku urusanku dan lepaskanlah kekakuan dari lidahku, supaya mereka mengerti perkataanku.
Amin.
Amin, 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 ya Rabbal Alamin. Today we will discuss about another type of transformation, that is translation, topic 2.2.3. So can you please get ready with your notes, page 108. until 110, and your worksheet page 104 until 106. Okay, translation is to slide an object to a new position. Okay, so the key idea for this translation is to shift or to slide an object to a new position. The shifting will be either left or right, up or down. Okay, left or right, up or down. But in exam format, there's always combinations between left and up, or left and down, or right and up, or right and down. Okay, things like that. Our learning objective. Students should be able to recognize and visualize 2D translation, and you're able to translate a polygon or line segment on a coordinate grid of 4 quadrants. Okay, so the key idea is translate or shift. Okay, and steps to success. Steps to success means how students achieve learning objective. First, explain that translation is shifting the object. Shift the object horizontally, vertically, or combine both horizontal and vertical shifting as I mentioned in previous slide. Okay. The types of translation that you need to remember: first, horizontal shift; second, vertical shift; and lastly, combined horizontal and vertical shift. Okay, when we say horizontal shift, it is actually the horizontal movement to the right or left. When we say vertical shift, it is actually the vertical movement up or down. But in exam, they usually use combined horizontal and vertical shifting, okay, for this translation. And this translation will be clearly explained through this DDR game. If you ever play this game, DDR game, and you should be able to relate this translation with this game. Okay, now let us watch this DDR game.
Let's go! このゲームは足を使うんだ。リズムに合わせて矢印を踏め。Right と言ったら右だ。Left と言ったら左だ。Up と言ったら上だ。Down と言ったら下だ。Come on, let me hear you say right.
So that is how this DDR game relate the translations movement. Okay, so the movement, please remember, it's either up or down, right? Now let us relax a little bit by watching this DDR competition game. Okay. Okay, that was so amazing. Now, let us continue with example 15, page 108. Let us consider point A with coordinates 2, 3. Okay, now, here will be the points A, 2, 3, and then the question is, if A undergoes a translation, in exam you need to circle the types of transformation. Okay, for now you already learned 3 types of transformation. First, reflection, second, rotation, and this last one, translation. Okay, and please take note what the question want. All right, so translation, 3 units to the right horizontally. So we need to shift this point A to your right horizontally by 3 units. 1 unit mean this 1 square. Okay, so 3 units mean 3 squares. Okay, like this. Therefore, the new positions of A will be at 5, 3, and we label as A1. Okay. Next, if A undergoes a translation of 4 units to the left horizontally. Okay. Now circle translation, and you need to be clear which one that you're going to translate. It's either A or A1. Okay, and here we need to translate A. We need to shift this point A again. Okay, so to left by 4 units like this, and the new position of A will be at -2, 3, and this new position we label as A2. Now, if B undergoes a translation of 3 units up vertically, like this, and the new positions of B will be at 3, 4. Okay, coordinate 3, 4. And we label it as B1. And B is the object, B1 is the image. Okay, B is the object, the original one is the object, and once we shift, we call it image. Alright, and then if B undergoes a translations of 6 units down vertically, it will become like this, and the new position for B will be 3, -5, and we label as B2. Alright, now if C undergoes a translation of 2 units to the right and 3 units up, here we are using combinations of horizontal and vertical shifting. Okay, 2 units to the right, 2 units to the right, and 3 units up. You will do like this. 2 units to the right, stop here, but do not plot this point. That will not be the point that we needed for the final answer. Okay, we stop up to here after 2 units to the right, and then continue with 3 units up like this. Now, this will be the position that we want. Alright, so the new position will be at 3, 5, and we label as C1. Then, if C undergoes a translation of 6 units down and 4 units to the left, remember, we need to translate against C. Okay, you need to really clear which one that you're going to translate. It's either C or this new position, this image C1. Okay, you need to be clear that one. Alright, but here it is clearly say we need to translate this C again, 6 unit down, so you need to shift to down, but do not label it yet. Wait until we shift the C into 4 units to the left like this. Okay, and then we label the new position of C will be at C2, -3, 4. Okay, and we label it as C2. By now, you should be clear the key concept for translation. Translation is shifting the object to the left or right, up or down. It's either vertical shifting, horizontal shifting, or combined vertical and horizontal shifting. Okay, now let us continue with this example 16. The diagram shows line segment PQ with P at -3, 1 and Q at -1, 5. Now, part A, PQ undergoes a translation of 6 units to the right. Draw and mark the image of PQ as P1, Q1. So we need to shift all of the points like this, 6 to your right, and label as Q1. Repeat the same thing for P, and don't forget to label P1, and don't forget to join the line, and this new line here will be the image, and the original line here will be the object. So whenever we do the process of translation, okay, we translate the points, the line or polygon, and the shifting one will be the image of the object. Okay, now moving on with B, PQ undergoes a translation of 5 units down. Again, PQ, draw and mark the image of PQ as P2, P2, Q2. Okay, so the new point of Q2 will be here. Repeat the same thing for P, and don't forget to join the line. Okay, repeat the same thing, but you just need to be careful with what the question want. Okay, and the last one, part C, PQ undergoes a translation of 3 units to the left and 2 units up, combination here. So 3 unit first, 3 unit to the left like this, and do not plot that point. Do not plot the point here. Do not plot the point here. Just stop, but do not plot the point. Okay, and then we move to up by 2 units, and then plot the point. Okay, here will be the Q3. Repeat the same thing for P, and here will be the P3. Okay, and don't forget to join the line. Alright, and this one will be your proof of working. Okay, just keep it there. Okay, this movement, just keep it there. In case you wrongly plot the point, at least you can get some marks for your proof of workings. Okay, the next one, example 17 on page 110. Translate the triangle by a shift of 7 units to the left and 8 units up. Okay, so you need to shift all the points A, point B, and point C to the new position of A1, B1, C1. Okay, 7 units to the left like this, and stop but do not plot, and move to up by 8 units like this. And here will be the new position of A, and label it as A1. Repeat the same thing for B. Move up by 8 units, and here will be the new position for B, and label as B1. And C, repeat the same thing. Move up, then here will be the C. And don't forget to join all the points, and here will be the image for this object. Okay, yes, we done with part A and part B. What can you say about the translation? If this kind of question come across in your exam paper, try to relate the question with the key idea for this translation. Okay, what can you observe, what is the characteristic for this translation, things like that, okay? At least you get some marks for that one rather than keep it blank, okay? So one way to answer these questions, one possible answer will be this one. We observe that the size and shape of the image remain still the same as the object under translation. As you realize, both of the size still same and the position not position. The shape and size still remain the same. Okay, it's just only the position is changed. Okay, and this position, the new position, we call it image. The original one, we call it object. Okay, another exam type questions. Here, the diagram shows quadrilateral PQRS on our coordinate plane with its coordinate given. A. Translate PQRS at units to the right and 6 units down. Draw and label its image as P1, Q1, R1, and S1. Repeat the same thing like just now, but be careful the number of units. We already translate this P 8 units to the right and 6 units down like this, and here will be the new position for P1, and repeat the same thing for point S, and here will be the new position for S1. Repeat the same thing. We need to shift all of the points, move downwards by 6 units. Here will be the new position for Q. Label it as Q1, and lastly R. Okay, and here will be the new position for R1. Alright, don't leave your answer like this. Join all the points to form this quadrilateral. Alright, now B, instead of translating again your object PQRS, now we're going to translate this P1, Q1, R1, and S1. Okay, so please be careful in exam. You need to read carefully which one that we're going to translate. Okay, it's either this PQRS, the object, or the first image here. And for B, we need to translate the first image here, not this object. Okay. For the literal P1, Q1, R1, S1 undergoes another translation of 3 units to the left and 4 units up. Repeat the same thing for left and 3 left, and for ups. Here will be the new position for P2. Repeat the same thing. Okay, S2, repeat the same thing. Q2 and last one. Here will be the new points for R2, and don't forget to join all the lengths, and here will be the new position for your image 2, and we label it as P2, Q2, R2, and S2. Okay, so this will be the final part for our translation. Hopefully you will be able to understand what I try to deliver, and don't forget to complete your worksheet, and we will stop up to here and we will recite doa after this. Thank you so much, and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Doa selepas belajar. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allahumma inni astaudi'uka ma 'allamtani fardudhu ilayya inda hajati ilaihi wala tansani ya rabbal alamin. Ya Allah, sesungguhnya aku menitipkan padamu ilmu-ilmu yang telah Engkau ajarkan kepadaku, dan kembalikanlah kepadaku sewaktu aku memerlukannya kembali. Dan janganlah Engkau lupakan aku kepada ilmu itu, wahai Tuhan yang memiliki semesta alam. Amin.